Hello guys, Russ Crutching here, and I would like to share with you ideas and reason why I decide to create second level from foundation program in hand communication, and why I actually call this program in hand communication. So like I always explain and share with you my philosophy and my methodology, how important in our education between us and our horses to have solid foundation program and methods what actually connect to each other. So we not just randomly pick up the rope or whip or flag or lasso and start to throw on the horse and teach horse travel forward motion and create miscommunication between our horses and actually damage our horse mental abilities. And if we damage the horse mental abilities and horse in the fear mode, physical ability, not understand actually our body language, our presence, our energy, the physical ability is gonna fall apart. Muscles gonna tense, and we're gonna lose balance and coordination on any physical exercise, foundation physical exercise, or final performance exercise. Like you know already, for a foundation program, first level, it was discover philosophy methodology in round pen. And I always repeat this sentence. When we educating the horse in round pen and we're not connecting with our horse, with horsemanship halter and rope, we have invisible lunge line, this line between us and our horses. So we understand it's a completely two different languages. It's a horse language and that's a human language. Horse have to learn our language, our presence, our energy, our voice command, if horse not deaf and not blind. And exactly the same, we have to learn horse language, energy, because horses have different energies, different mental abilities, same like a human. And we have to learn their presence, their voice command also, because some horses talking to us. So in this first level, it's so important for discover philosophy, methodology in round pen to learn all methodology, to develop this invisible lunge line, this communication between the horse and horseman. Because if my horse, it's so simple, but it's also very critical. If my horse understands turn inside with my body language, turn outside with my body language, come to me, pick up, walk, trot, lope, have speed control, when he free without the halter and rope, stay still, walk away from me when I ask you, don't come to me, have a patience. We have this invisible lunge line. With all this, we can transfer to in-hand communication. And the reason behind why I call this in-hand communication, because we actually connect to our horse with horsemanship halter and rope. And in-hand communication, the second level of the foundation program, will actually gonna lead you to us and our horse gonna lead you to the third level, develop confidence and solid mind. When you're gonna trail right through the obstacles, you don't want his jump. I want his nice and gentle place, his feet. That's the whole point of this exercise. Because you can increase the speed, and that's gonna be a jump. Okay, so that's important to understand this. That's going to be jump right here. So that's not our goal. Our goal, go nice and relax through this lock. Beautiful, baby, and come to me. Very good job, sweetheart. Very good. I'm proud of you. So if my horse, say for example, reason behind why we have to have first level and second level. Say for example, I'm gonna take a young horse who never understand, never been educated before, travel, forward motion. Just simple step, never understand travel and forward motion. And I'm gonna put halter and rope on my horse. So first of all, mentally I strengthen him. Second of all, I strengthen him physically. He cannot use full potential of his physical abilities. He's going to start to pull, he's going to lean towards me, he's going to vary up, he's going to pull back. Why? Because you strengthen him mentally. And he cannot use his physical abilities. Same like if I'm going to tie your hands together, I'm going to ask you in the first day, and I'm going to ask you to run around me, you're going to lose your balance and coordination. Exactly the same with horses. If you not develop this free and round pen, it's going to be very, very hard to transfer to the line in hand communication. We're using whip, we're swinging the rope, we're using the flag, we're throwing the lasso on the horse hindquarters. Horses moving away from the physical pressure, using surviving instinct from the fear. And actually in these videos I explain about pressure and release, how horses learn from relaxation in the physical exercise, from repetition, from increasing time in the physical exercise, and giving more relaxation time than you actually practicing in the physical exercise, not from the pressure and release. Pressure and release is just surviving instinct in particular time, and when we're educating horses with pressure and release, we're actually communicating with ourselves. We're not communicating with animal. And you notice horses chewing lick. It's a stress relief. Horse understand finally, you're not going to hurt me. I'm going to submit to you.
So whatever I have to travel in arena, left and right direction, horse have to understand my body language. That's simple. Understand this forward motion. And again, I come back and I'm going to repeat all the time. That's everything coming from the round pen. Not because to educate horse travel consistent forward motion. Not because of swinging the rope behind the hips and physically make him travel forward motion. Well, say for example, right now Stetson afraid this corner because it's not much light in this corner and it's much darker, and we have to use this education, what we've done in previous methods. We have to actually use this education to develop confidence and solid mind in the real life, because it's just useful just stay in the middle of the arena and change direction, go left and right direction. So it's not a point. So you have to know how you're going to apply these methods in the future. So I'm going to stay far away a little bit from the corner. I'm going to say, can you travel? Can you change direction, travel? Develop confidence from the left and right direction. It's very important also pay attention to the rope, how soft rope between me and Stetson and animal truly understand travel around me. Again, because he understand body language, because he understand voice command, not because I'm swinging rope. Because if he afraid this corner right now, and plus I'm gonna swing the rope, that's even gonna be even worse, because I raising this adrenaline and I take this energy very, very high, and he is afraid. Now I ask him to stop and face and stay still again, previous education. Now he's licking and chewing, and it's a bad sign. I all the time explain this. That's a stress relief. When horse chewing lick, when you work with your horse, sometimes pay attention. When you relax, working with your horses not chew and not lick. When horse have anxiety, then they start to chew and lick. And I done this experiment for many, many times. Now again we apply the methods. Stay still, face me with in this corner. Can you face this scary object? We use previous methods and change direction and continue travel forward motion. With young horses, when you work on this exercise, like I said before, on the previous exercises, it's so important relaxation, because if you just gonna pick up, you have to develop, I better say, develop understanding and develop this confidence between you. Understand your body language, which direction you ask him to travel. Because if you just gonna pick up this rope and gonna start to swing and create this roll back and create this anxiety, what point? It's not relaxation, it's just domination, you dominate the animal so he can will change direction. And animal will submit to this, but it is not communication, it's domination. So that's why I'm saying a lot of time, slide your hand on the rope, slide your hand, point, relax your energy, so horse will truly understand your cue. And what interesting, if animal will understand the cue and have relaxed energy, he will develop his physical ability.
So in hand communication, it's very important for me to develop and share with you this methods, how you can communicate with your horse. Take all these methods from the round pen, stop and face, speed control, turn inside, turn outside, come to me, stay far away from me, trail along. When you ride in your horse in trails and you lead your horse understand how to travel beside you. Develop flexibility and foundation bridle work methodology. Develop flexibility in the horse neck, rib cage, shoulders, and hindquarters. When they connecting with our horse with halter, without the bridle yet. Because we're going to take all this second level to develop confidence, solid mind, and transfer to foundation riding education. So we're not hoping for the best when we mount and not to have accidents when we mount the horse the first time. If my horse not understand travel forward motion, free in the round pen, he will never going to understand travel on the lunge line. I have to go through the upsetness and misunderstanding between me and my horse. If I gonna again put object in front of him to travel, through the tarp say for example, or through the log, and horse not understand travel, and again I stricten him with halter and rope, he's gonna fall apart, because I'm gonna start to swing the rope using tools, he's gonna concentrate what's happened on on the pressure behind him. He's not gonna truly pay attention on the obstacle in front of him.